Just want to point out that I had to completely reload the game. It is currently 11:27 p.m. and I just now got the game recording. Hold on. For some reason it won't let me bring up OBS while I'm starting. Game still looks fantastic. I'm not going to talk a lot probably. I forgot how to lock on to people.
The gods made you a warrior for a reason. It's your calling.
You're close. Too fast.
Why suffer the past when there is a new road ahead? The only one that makes any sense.
Alright, I'm probably gonna die. Let's go ahead and get this people out of here. Alright, I assume that's the last one before the door. Goodbye, cruel world.
Every gate you open into darkness brings another change.
Oh, that's just rude. I wish I had saved my E. I wish I had saved my E. Whoa! 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 If he does like a triple strike, I'm probably gonna die. Ah. Yeah, get deaded.
He's stronger than you. You won. Can't do it.
Ow. Oh, Jesus. Dang it.
Take him down. Take him down. End it.
Good stuff, me. I haven't played this forever and I did that well right off the bat. I'll take it. I hope this is recording for you. No. Gotta find these symbols.
The journey to Helheim is never a straight one. Each must find their own path. Align yourself to its secrets, and you will find yours.
I know, it's the same puzzle.
However you come to the gold-covered bridge that leads to Hell, you may find it guarded by a giantess. She will ask your name. She will ask your lineage. She will ask your business. The
Oh, that's rude.
tell of the warrior woman Brynhild, who leapt into fire and rode to Hell to join her slain love Sigurd, and is challenged by the giantess.
Oh, that noise is interesting. Do I have to find all 3 symbols at once for that? X. It's gonna take me a minute. I don't know where to focus. Did I do it? No? Seems like he was doing it. I don't know for certain if I'm even supposed to be here. If you see it before I do, let me know in the comments below. Oh, that looks... Gotta do something with that, yeah. See? Okay. Sad. Hey. One down, one down, one down. I gotta go check that out. I'm probably gonna have to like wall cling to over there or something?
Hela possesses large dwelling places in Helheim. Tall are her walls, high are her gates. The name of her dish is hunger. Her knife is famine. On her threshold all will stumble. Her bed is called sick bed, and her bed hangings are called flames of a funeral pyre. They say she is easy to recognize, half black and half the color of flesh.
That sounds
Face
super racist. Some
menacing and grim.
half black, half the color of flesh. I don't know. I'm gonna just leave that alone. a a Honestly, that looks X-liked right there. Hello, face. It's
Oh, Senua. Your father does not hate me. He just fears the souls in the underworld. He cannot see that they are already afraid. But I am their healer, and I must answer their cries for help, even if it displeases him.
okay. Good to know.
Oh, Senua. Your father does not hate me.
Oh, wait,
He
I'm
just
stuck.
fears the souls in the underworld.
Let me
Cannot see that they
go.
are already afraid. But I am their healer, and I must answer their cries for help, even if it displeases him.
I was trying to see if it would do what the waterfall did and disappear after. I guess it'll just let me do it over and over. It's not preferable. It's a decent amount of coverage here. I'm not too worried about it. I assume the X will also be a part of these red things, I guess. Whoa! I did not notice that guy. I'm gonna go this way. I hope I forget. I hope I don't forget to record. Stop recording. You know, words. Okay, so. Should be able to see it. Yeah, there we go. This one wasn't too bad. I was just in the wrong position earlier. Hello. I think the black on my arm is not as far up as it was before. Let's try to get out across this bridge. Up.
The gate is opening.
What is
Song
coming?
again.
Is it?
It's Hela.
Yes, the source of the darkness. It's coming. This is
Whoops.
your moment.
I don't know. I feel like I'm dead.
Sorry. I can't watch this.
What are you doing? You're showing weakness. You're not
Eh,
a warrior. You're a disgrace.
You can be both. It's fine.
The gods will punish you for this. Pick up the sword.
Look
Pick
how
it
big
up.
it is.
Fight the darkness. Fight it.
What am I supposed to do? Stab it?
Get up. Get up.
Watch, it's not gonna actually be
Get
there.
up
I
and
just have to
fight.
fight the fear. Never mind! It's a big old boy, and I tried to stab it. How did that work out for you?
Stormy seas and lost souls. She's dreamt of this before. They say dreams are visions of our memories, thoughts, and fears, as seen by our inner eye. But what if each one of us is always dreaming, even when awake, and we only see what our inner eye creates for us? Is this what hell is? A world shaped by Senua's nightmares. Maybe that's why people feared seeing the world through her eyes. Because if you believe that Senua's reality is twisted, you must accept that yours might be too.
You fail the gods. You're pathetic.
I tried.
Rotten. Cursed. What were you thinking? Did you really think you could win? How stupid can you be? Everyone hates her. She's cursed.
Interesting.
The shadow.
Look at you. A warrior. Worthless. Weak. Pathetic. Go on.
I think
Feel
the
sorry for
darkness might
yourself,
be taking
because
over.
there's no one left to do that for you.
Can I break the mirror?
Take it.
Ooh,
If you're
no.
too much of a coward to fight, then end the suffering.
Can I fight this?
Broken and lost,
I'm pressing all the buttons.
just like your sword.
Come on.
I couldn't stop that as far as I'm aware.
Why go on when you give everything and face that which torments you, only to find that it is worse than you could have imagined? Why go on? Is it really so weak to ask this? Or are we just so afraid of the honest answer that we do not dare pose the question? Sometimes the answer lies in a memory, a feeling, a song.
It's not real. It's a trick. It's not real. Listen to it.
Don't give up.
Daddy. Daddy.
Not like this.
It's not real. It's a trick. Don't trust it. Maybe you're already dead.
Who are you?
Do you still believe in me, Shadow?
It's a trick. She knows it's a trick. He's already dead. He can't be here. It's impossible.
Hmm.
Come to me. Please.
Hmm.
The light. Go towards the light. It's him. He is. It can't be him. It's just a trick. It's in your mind.
I'm sure it's fine.
Time is real. It's happening. Go towards it.
First thought, look around. Can't even walk. That's weird. You can't walk like over. Oh, the pathing is a bit odd. I don't know if you could tell that. Oh, okay. It is stopping me from like going certain ways. Interesting. It's a big bridge. Boats. What if I go towards the sea? Eh. Hello.
There it is. It's dead. He's gone. He's gone. Slow. How could you keep going? How could you keep going? Ignore the pain.
Come on, come on,
I
come on,
told
come
you
on.
It was to trick you. I told you. Where are you going? See, there's nothing to follow. Come on.
Oh, that's why the pathing is weird and I'm dying or falling over. Kind of like taking control.
Before she first met him, she was not in a good place. Just a teenager, but not like the others.
Come on, come on. You can
Barely
do it.
functioning, she rarely left the house. Her father Zinbal made sure of that. Only occasionally did she venture out on her own, collecting firewood and herbs. Errands out on the Orkney plains. That was her world. Like this one. Barren and lonely.
I'm coming. I keep wanting to just stop and look around. I'm coming home. I'm coming home.
Nothing lives here, not even you.
It's rude.
It's in your mind. You think you can see it, but it's in your mind.
That's a nice tree.
There he was. The lone figure of a boy.
He's there, under the tree.
Sword play under the shade of a tree.
I see him.
She remembers the first time she saw him. To her young eyes, he moved as if dancing. And the world danced with him.
I'm in a memory, aren't I?
Lifting. For the first time in years, she felt a ray of hope.
Oh.
The Northmen tell of a great hero. His name is Sigmund. His father's hall was
That's
built
interesting.
around a great tree, and one day, Odin comes and thrusts a sword into the tree, a gift to whomever can release it. Many try, but the sword only comes out at Sigmund's touch. His brother-in-law, King Sigurd, wants it, but Sigmund refuses him, so King Sigurd plots revenge. He invites Sigmund and his brothers to a feast, but when they arrive, they are met by an army, not a warm welcome. King Sigurd captures Sigmund and his brothers, steals his coveted sword, and readies them for execution.
This might be more Norse mythology than God of War. I can't check out that yet. I assume I just need to go around to the tree first. It doesn't mean I won't try to jump off. Okay, I don't need to be here. My bad. The game's probably not that long. It's just a lot of padding. You can make a game look really beautiful if in a short 4-hour experience. I'd like to see if they just remade this game every like 5 to 10 years. So it's like that looks, you know, nice, but it's a little flat texture wise. Those are like low poly. But then you have like that, it's like more. Like yeah, they didn't really texture at the bottom of there as well. But why would they when they can like, you know, make a sprawling scene or like certain character models really nice. Like yeah, up close you can be like, ah, I can see the slimy model textures. But look at that building from here. That looks great. Or that mountain. Or this boat. This game does really well at showing like massive scenes and, you know, lighting and all that. Like, look at that tree. Or that water splash. I wish they would remake this game like every so often just to show how we've come.
Death for Sigmund and his brothers seems certain. But the king's wife is Sigmund's sister, and she begs for mercy and implores the king to chain them up instead. He agrees. Not for mercy, though, but because he plans an even more cruel and lingering death. Chained to a tree in the forest that night, a she-wolf comes and devours one of Sigmund's brothers. She returns, ravenous, night after night, until only Sigmund is left. The next day, Sigmund's sister sends a servant with honey to smear on Sigmund's face. But to what end? Well, that night, when the she-wolf appears again, you'll never guess what happens.
You see like the individual hairs from her braids. It's good stuff.
Day after day, watching from afar, she mimicked him, perfecting her own secret dance, wishing those fleeting moments of light would stretch out to last forever.
As the she-wolf licks the sweet honey from Sigmund's face, he bites the wolf's tongue. The she-wolf pulls away, but Sigmund holds on. The chains break, and he is free. After his escape,
That's an
Sigmund
interesting
lives like
visual.
us, hidden in the forest. His enemy, King Siggeir, believing him dead, as his sister plots revenge. And for vengeance to succeed, even the great Sigmund needs help. So she sends her sons to him. But their blood is weak and corrupted, and they're put to death by Sigmund. So his sister hatches a new plan, one that is cold of heart and pure of blood.
No, it's a trick. It's an illusion. It's not real. Do you really think it's real? You want to think it's real, but it's a trick. You're deluded. Where are you going? Where is she going? What is she following? You can't even fight. It's just deception.
How does he so effortlessly court the world in bliss? If only she could do the same. See the world through eyes anew and dance with it, just like he does.
What's your name?
Senua.
I haven't seen you before.
I don't leave home much.
Oh, Zeno's daughter.
I have to go.
Wait. Who taught you to fight like that?
No one.
No one.
Well, I watched you, and
You learned all of that from watching me? You should become a warrior, you know.
me?
I'm Dillian. I'm here for the warrior trials. Just come and watch. And bring your sword.
You can't put it into words. That moment when you look into the eyes of the one who's supposed to reassure you, make you feel safe. It only takes an instant. Fear swallows you before you have a chance to make sense of it.
Corruption of the innocent.
Becomes a part of who you are. But her world changed the day the Northmen took him from her. Senua knows that there's no going back to how things were. That there's nothing to go back to at all.
Stay still, stay quiet, hide, don't tell her.
Their gods can see into your mind. They will use this power to destroy
They
you.
won't stop me. I can still feel him.
Whatever's left of him, they will never let him go.
I'm not gonna let him rot here.
You're the one rotting here.
Leave me alone.
You will die here,
No.
and all your suffering will have been for nothing.
This could be just a straight up walking simulator, and I'd still love this game.
I'll find you, my love. I promise.
Is there a cloud in that tree?
Can you see him? You want to believe it. Is he real? Is he there? You're alone in these mountains. Is that Dillian? Nothing lives here. You won't survive. You met him by the tree? She met him by the tree. Maybe it's a sign, the tree. What's he trying to tell you? He's waiting for you by the tree.
Hmm. It's blank. Maybe I have to do it in an order, and if I miss one, I can't. So I assume I have to go to this one first, at least.
Sigmund's sister trades shapes with a sorceress, and in disguise, she lies with her own brother. She gives birth to a son named Sinfjotli. After a time, she sends him to the forest to Sigmund. He tests the boy and finds him strong and fearless.
Did I miss a
So they go
section?
to take their vengeance on King Siggeir. But luck is not on their side. They're captured, and Siggeir has them buried alive.
Interesting. How would I have missed one? I'm gonna backtrack just a tad. Just to look around this area. Another. I don't get it. I don't think I missed any. But that section of the story did not make a lot of sense. It's disconcerting. I hope I didn't miss anything.
As Sigmund and Sinfjotli are being buried alive, Sigmund's sister throws an armful of straw into the grave mound. Hidden in the straw is Sigmund's sword, the gift of Odin. They cut their way out of the grave mound and set fire to Siggeir's hall. The king burns to death. Sigmund calls to his sister to come out so that she may live and be honored. She does come out, but only to tell him the truth. That she had slept with him, her brother, to beget a strong avenger. I am not fit to live, she says, and walks back into the fire. Strike vengeance from your heart, Senua, as there is always a heavy price to pay.
I am the confusion. There's a lot of these. Okay. I gotta go. I missed something. I'm sorry. I am very confused. Okay. Goodbye. There's definitely vision. It's a sword.
A sword. Take it. Dillion left it for you. Take it. Take it.
What's happening?
Senua, imagine a sword that can slay gods. Its name is Gramr. It was forged by the god of all Northmen, Odin, and gifted to Sigmund, a great warrior.
I need this sword. It's important. Can you help me?
The sword appears whole, but it is an illusion. It shattered into shards long ago. It is said a great warrior can reforge Gramr by answering the trials of Odin, one for each shard. The roots of the Tree of Death will take you to new lands where you will face the trials.
Well, that's pretty straightforward.
There it is. Focus. There's the shard. Focus. Focus. Use your eyes. Look. Get closer. What can you see? Go to it.
A king in the north forced the dwarves to make a sword that would never fail and never rust, and that would slice through iron and stone and bring victory to its bearer. But the angry dwarves cursed it. It would be the death of a man every time it was drawn. And it would be the death of the king. Let me tell you about the sword Tyrving.
Okay, go for it. Do I need?
Recognize this place. Where are we? Where is she?
It feels wrong. Where are we now? Burial mound.
It's still that.
So strange that we go to such lengths to bury death. Something so very ordinary, inevitable. It's as if we conspire to hide death, because we have no answer for it. But when it comes, and forces itself onto our friends or loved ones, then comes the reckoning.
Man, this game's gonna give me some weird feelings, man.
Do this. Turn back. Don't go in there. Go in. You're not to go in. Take the torch. It's too dark. Take it. This will help you. Careful. You have to be able to see.
I'm here. I'm here for the trials. Like when we first met, remember?
I'm sure that's fine.
There he is. There he is. Dillian, there he is. Finally.
You found him. What's wrong? What happened?
Where's he going?
Can you hear me?
Let him leave.
Just wait there. I'll find you.
You have to find him. This is your mission. Find him. You have to use everything you have and find him. Get him back. He was just there. How could you lose him? How could she lose him? How could she? Find him.
And they're mean. Working on it. Like I gotta look through the post. Suddenly it's open. Or am I nuts? If I will go... Oh. Sure, it's fine. I'll just go this way, right?
I'll find him.
What was that? Did you hear that? Nothing. Was that voices? Is that his voice?
Don't touch the walls.
You don't know what they might do.
Turn back.
She has to keep going.
It's not safe here.
This is gonna be like a around and around thing.
No one can save you.
It's too scary.
I can hear him.
Senua, you remind me of a story that the Northmen tell about a young woman warrior. Her name is Herver, the daughter of a berserker, born after he was killed. She's a wild, willful child who teaches herself to fight with weapons. When she learns where her father is buried, her only desire is to reclaim the treasure buried with him, but above all, the sword, Tyrving.
He is. You're getting closer. Keep going.
Senua, follow the voice.
You're nearly there.
Dillian's voice.
It's him. He's going to save you.
Find the voice.
Find him.
I have to literally follow his voice. I think he's this way.
It's not him.
It's not him.
We told you. We told you it was a trick.
Am I doing the right thing? I think I did it.
That voice doesn't sound like Dillian.
What's happening?
Quiet.
It's not him. He wants me to find him.
I'm lost without him.
It's not Dillian.
That doesn't sound like Dillian.
What's in there? What is it?
A secret room.
That voice. It's not Dillian.
There's no way.
Find a way.
There has to be a way.
Find a way.
There's always a way.
Don't stop now. Don't give up now. Find a way.
You're too close to stop. What's in there?
Well, this is... I'm gonna go in the red thing.
Dillian wants me to face my fears. Father,
Oh?
I'm leaving. I've decided. I think it will be good for me.
It's the darkness. It's speaking through
No,
you.
Dad, it's me. I think I can beat it. In my own way.
I can see the darkness in your eyes, child.
I met a boy.
Boy.
The chieftain's son.
No.
He said he could help me.
It's a trick.
He said I could be normal.
Normal.
Yes.
So my father thought
No
I was
boy is going to save you.
evil.
No one can. When they see the rot growing inside you,
No.
they will turn their back on you.
So a lot of this is just psychological in my head. The
The
darkness.
gods can only fix you through my hand. You're going nowhere.
No.
You will not defy the gods.
It's interesting that the sound of the darkness is basically his voice. That is a very 2D texture, but I guess it doesn't really need to be anything else.
Senua.
I am leaving.
You cannot escape the darkness. Your curse will make everyone suffer. You will have blood on your hands.
It be that way sometimes, you know?
It's done. You did it, but there's more. There's more. I'm tired, but you have to keep going. There's still more. There's always more to do. It's not going to be easy.
I am getting tired.
She hasn't got the energy. No. Too much to do.
I wonder if there's in a certain order, or if I can just continue, or if they're all just disconnected.
I want to tell you a story about a god of the Northmen called Balder. The second son of Odin. He was beautiful, good and wise. He was fair of feature, he spoke fair words. he
This is
gave
a loading
fair
screen.
judgments. Light shone from him. Only good things were told of him. Yet he was the first of the gods to die.
There we go, it's loaded. It's an interesting way to hide a loading screen, I guess. I like how they're all still have like that. Maybe it was hard for them to like, you know, load an entire environmental texture, just sections of it. Not sure.
The bridge. You've come this far, but the bridge is broken. There's no way you can fix it. What do you do now, sir?
I'm working on it. That is an interesting face.
What does it see? Get closer. You want to see what the mask sees. Stay back. Don't touch it. You're curious. Where are we? What is this? It's the
Ah,
It's another world.
it's
Lighter.
cool.
I like it here. The bridge. It's not broken. It's fixed. What happened?
Interesting.
It's fixed.
I gotta go
Let's cross it.
drop that side down. I can't open that yet.
Dillian is in there. Don't forget. You can feel it. You need the runes to fight Dillian.
I'm working on it.
He's waiting for you. She can't. Open the gate. It's locked. Try harder. She can't. The gate. She can't. She can't. She will.
I'm gonna go back through, drop this, turn it to night, come back this way. But I like it during this daytime section. Maybe I could just stay here forever. Maybe that's the reason. They'd show it to me.
The gate is open. Go through the gate. Go through it. It's dangerous. Follow it. What's behind the gate? Where will it take you? It's unsafe. Dillian. There he is. There he is. What are you waiting for? Quick, find a way. Find him. Go through. Where is he? Where's he gone? We're in the wrong world. He's not here. She's in the wrong world. He's not in this world. He's in the other one. He's in the other one. He's in the dark world. The dark.
The world once seemed so simple. Black and white. Darkness and light. Narrow dividing lines of our own making. Dillian taught her to see further. To peek through the cracks and see the worlds of colour stretching away from the gloom. And Senna explored new paths into the unknown.
Poison, sickness. Swear an oath not to harm her son. One by one, they each make their vow. Neither weapons nor wood will injure him, Baldur's mother boasts. Only Loki, father of Hela, the mistress of death, is not amused.
Pretty sure what I need is back there, but I'm just clearing a path. Yeah, that's where I thought.
He didn't believe that she was cursed. He saved you when everyone else turned their backs.
Confer why. Okay.
Do you even remember? His love is guiding.
I think it's... I think I have to be on the other side of that.
Dillian cared for her like no one else has. Dillian's the only reason she's still alive.
Oh, let's go turn it back to night, maybe? Come back through and try to get up and around through there. Worth a shot? I'm Kalman.
Nobody will love her now. Can you remember what life feels like? Look what happens to the thing she loves. She destroys the thing she loves.
This is basically like having schizophrenia, isn't it? That's not what I expected to see, isn't you know? Interesting.
Everything gets broken in the end. You've killed him with your love because he believed in you.
Well, crap. Maybe that wasn't the right way to go about it.
Blood on your hands. You are guilty. You were always guilty. Was it worth it?
Did I mess up?
Dillian saved her. You owe your life to Dillian. You owe everything to him.
I might be. Yeah, I just think I'm wrong in general. Where is this? Maybe it's looking through there or something. Like one of the beam posts.
Dillian saved you from them.
Dang it.
Dillian saved you from them.
Get it. Dang it. Can't go through here.
He was the only one that really loved her.
He did love her.
I don't know. I feel like I'm so close.
He's the reason she keeps fighting.
I'm sorry. Where do I go?
The Northmen tell this story about the death of Balder. It begins with dark dreams. Night after night, Balder dreams of his own death, and the gods fear for his life. So Balder's mother makes everything in the world: fire, water, ice, stone, earth, wood, beasts, birds, serpents,
that it?
poison, sickness, swear an oath not to harm her son. One by one, they each make their vow. Neither weapons
I
nor
did.
wood will injure him, Balder's mother boasts.
Ah,
Only Loki, father of Hela, the mistress of death, is not amused.
Without you.
The gods feast and rejoice and amuse themselves by throwing spears and stones at Balder, striking at him with sword and axe. But he comes to no harm, whatever they do. The gods never cease to wonder at this great marvel. But Loki shapes himself into a woman and asks Balder's mother, "Is it really true that all things promise to keep him safe?" I did not ask this. Balder's
darn environmental puzzles.
Do you know? Was it worth it?
You're still alive and Dillian's dead.
He doesn't deserve to be dead. How does that make you feel?
There he is. Where are you taking him?
He's up there. How do you get up there? There's a way.
Your curse.
There is a way up there. She can.
That's cool.
You're nearly there. She find the way.
Loki makes a dart out of mistletoe and goes to the gods as they throw things at Balder. The blind god, Huth, was there. Loki asks him why he wasn't taking part. Huth says, "I cannot see where Balder stands, and even if I could see him, I have no weapon." Loki replies, "Here is a wand. I will tell you where he stands." And Huth throws the mistletoe at Balder. It pierces through him, and to everyone's horror, Baldur is killed. And for this, Hood is slain. The Northmen tell how the gods mourned Baldur. His body was to be burnt on his ship, but they could not manage to push it into the sea, and sent for a giantess to do it. She comes riding a wolf and has vipers for her reins. She pushes Baldur's ship into the sea with such force that the ground shakes and the rollers burst into flames. When Baldur's
Years
wife...
had passed since she left her father. She trained hard alongside her friend, Dillian. She saw things no one else could. Patterns, shapes, movement. An intuition that made her an exceptional warrior. Friendship turned to love. But the shadow of darkness never let her go, and she was caught between two worlds. That of Zinbel and her past, and Dillian, her future. Two realities, tearing at her soul.
Do you remember what love feels like?
Overcome with grief, the gods send Hermod to ride to Hell and ask Hela to let Baldur return home. All the gods are weeping, he says. Are they? Asks Hela. We shall see if he is truly missed. If everything in the world will weep for him, he shall go back to the gods. But if even one thing refuses, Baldur stays with me. The gods send messengers everywhere. Weep for Baldur, weep him out of hell. And everything wept. Men, beasts, earth, stone, trees, metal, everything. Except for a giantess they find in a cave. Baldur was never my friend, she says. Let hell keep what she has. The Northmen say that the giantess must have been Loki in disguise.
Dang.
Remember Dillian? What do you remember? Do you remember the sound of his voice?
Darn environmental puzzles. Issues.
What does the curse? What does it feel like to feel a love so strong?
Looks like the Z. Backwards though, I need to go through there, so I need it.
You broke him, you killed him. I couldn't see the darkness within you.
Daytime, good stuff. Nighttime, bad stuff. I get it. Doubt and paranoia
to make them
are strong features. This game utilizes them well.
What if this is pointless? What are you doing? Why did you think you could make this work? You keep seeing runes. You see runes everywhere. Everywhere. But what if they're not real?
The Northmen tell how the gods punished Loki for Baldur's death. They captured him and took him to a cave. They fetched his 2 sons and turned one into a wolf, and he ripped his brother apart. The gods used Loki's own son's entrails to tie him down, and turned these bonds to iron, and dangled a poisonous serpent over his face, so that its venom would drip onto him. Each time the venom drips onto Loki's face, he writhes in agony. The Northmen say that is the cause of earthquakes. A reminder, perhaps, that if even gods must accept death, then so must we.
Dillian's in the tower.
I don't know where the third one is.
She thought she had light within her. She is pure darkness.
I'm not really sure.
Do you remember him whispering in your
There we go. Up, up, up.
He's the reason she's alive at all.
Like that has something to do with it. Hey.
She remembers him. They're all about wasting your time just delaying. By minute, do you feel safe? Dillian loves you. What does she think she's doing? You're special. She thinks she. They mean nothing. Special.
I'm coming.
Could all be a waste of her time. What if the gods are just. What if the gods are messing with her? It wouldn't be. Dillian! Be the first time.
Come on. I guess it's tightrope time.
Very careful.
Dillian never much cared for the underworld, and looked dimly upon the druids, like her father, Zinbel. I guess he took after his father. The chieftain
actually-
who believed
oh,
nothing he
leveling.
couldn't see, and he happened to be blind. She felt safe in Dillian's arms, learned to see the world through his eyes. Slowly,
I have to actually hit left and
darkness that
right to
bound her
level.
so tightly began to unravel.
I got it.
You're
Oh,
going to
oh,
fall,
left,
careful.
left.
No, she's not. She's not going to fall. She's strong. She's
I
steady.
did it. Yay! Yakta! Hug time. Ah, you can't do that.
Senua, your father cannot understand your darkness. He cannot see through your eyes. No one can. My own father was born blind. Doesn't have the faintest idea of what the night looks like. The word dark to him means as little as the word light. So someone is afraid of the dark. Should we fix them by taking away their sight? Would you give up the beautiful world that you and only you can see just to be rid of your nightmares? Or is this the price you pay for the gift you have?
He's definitely looking over and reading a script. It's weird having like real life
So
people.
special in my eyes.
He's literally reading a script.
Just another part of the person I love.
It's weird having like real life people
I live for the
transposed
worlds
in.
to protect you from my darkness. Because I love you. But it made it worse. I'm so sorry.
What if this is pointless? What if you're wrong? What if this has nothing to do with the sword? What if we're wrong? The sword will never be yours. What if this is the end? It's just a trick. It's just a
I should probably stop and start the recording in case this one messes up.